Good afternoon. It's now 2 o'clock and it's time for me to resume this hearing. Firstly, can I just check the technology that everybody can see and hear who's on this particular session? So as far as I know from the council, we have Mr. Jameson, the council solicitor. Good afternoon. We have Mr. Begley, one of the planning officers. Yes, can you just unmute Mr. Begley, please? Thank you. And we also have Miss Green from the House Builders Federation.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Is it Miss or Mrs. Green?
It's a Ms.
A Ms. Oh, sorry. Right, that's fine. That's, yeah, thank you, Ms. Green. Okay, then, that's lovely. Well, for your benefit, I will go through a brief introduction this afternoon because you're a new participant, so you've not heard this before. So my name is Helen Harkenhull and I am a Chartered Town Planner, and I'm the inspector appointed by the Secretary of State to hold this examination into the legal compliance and soundness of the Corby Part 2 local plan.
Well, I think we might have just lost the inspector. Hold up, just a second.
Sorry, do we have a blip here? Yeah.
We did, yeah. I think you ducked out for a second there. You just got to the bit where you was appointed to examine the Corby local plan, and then I think we lost you.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know
That's
what happened
okay.
there. So I will carry on anyway. Yes, I'm just saying just a few comments about the organisation of the virtual hearing, some procedural matters and timetabling for today. The hearings will take the form of a structured discussion, which I shall lead, and based on the matters, issues and questions which have already been published on the council's website. So I will lead the hearing and ask the questions and invite people one at a time to contribute to the debate. Responses should be directed to me. Usually I will start with the council and ask them to explain the reasons why they've approached a policy in a particular way. You should not attempt to speak unless invited to do so. And if you wish to speak on a particular matter, please raise your hand in the raised hand facility on the toolbar to notify me, and then I'll invite you into the discussion at an appropriate time. The first time that you speak, it would be helpful if you could remember to state your name and, if applicable, whom you are representing. So during the event, unless you are speaking, it's very helpful if everyone can keep their microphones muted to minimise any unwanted background noise. If you become disconnected from the event for any reason, please contact the programme officer immediately, who will do his best to ensure that you can rejoin the session. So when you finish speaking, please remember to turn your microphone off and lower your hand. For the benefit of third parties who may be watching this event, when you refer to any documents, would you please refer to them with their full title, and if you're aware of it, the examination reference number, rather than any abbreviation or acronym. The hearing, as you know, is being live streamed via the internet, and a copy of the recording will be kept on the council's website. At the end of the hearing, I will end the session and ask all participants to log out. Please can you also make sure you attend the hearing from start to finish and avoid leaving the screen except during the breaks. Now, this particular matter, we have a session here between now and 3:30. I don't anticipate it going any further than that. So just for all participants to stay with us until that point in time when we break at the end of the session. So are there any questions from anybody before we proceed? No? Okay, good. Lovely. Thank you very much. So as I said, this afternoon session, matter 5, looks at other housing policies. So we want to start off looking at policy 12, which relates to custom and self-build housing. Now, the council has prepared in their evidence base a document entitled the Custom and Self-Build Demand Assessment Framework that's been undertaken by Three Dragons Consultants. That's an interesting and well thought through document, but I would like the council to advise me a little bit more about that. As the methodology that's been used, is that appropriate? And are the assumptions that have been used to underpin that document, are they also justified and appropriate? So I'll hand over to Mr. Begley to start our discussion on this topic.
The Dragons demand framework was produced across Northamptonshire. It was as a result of the self-registers, perhaps getting to relation to more types of housing, and that assessment allows us to make great understanding of demand.
Sorry to stop you there, Mr. Begley, but your audio is very, very difficult to understand. I don't know whether there's anything we can do to try and resolve this. It's quite difficult to understand what you're saying. No, unfortunately, that isn't a great deal better.
Do you have any additional headsets like the one Mr. Jameson is using?
Probably do IT. I could try it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was even worse than yesterday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very, very difficult to understand. So I think, would it be appropriate just to take a quick 5-minute adjournment just while we try and resolve this technology? Is that all right, Mr. Kemp?
I think so. Yeah.
If we just adjourn now till 10 past, and then we'll come back at 10 past and see if we can improve things. All right, thank you very much.